Good afternoon, Honors English 10 students. This video will go over the directions for what you're going to be doing while I am absent today and working with the sub. First, you'll need 4 separate highlighter colors from those back shelves in the rear of the room. Make sure you grab 4 different colors. And then you should also have this sheet of paper that says Q4 Final English 10 Assignment. Looks like this. Substitute can hand that out, or they'll be on the back table for you to pick up. Okay, so basically, because I'm not able to come in today, I'm taking care of someone who's in the hospital. I'm switching what we originally had planned. So we'll do the curation speed dating activity tomorrow on Tuesday when I return. For those of you who didn't finish your curated slides, please make sure that you finish those as soon as possible, because if you miss out on this task, you won't be able to make it up. Today, what we're going to do is focus on this letter to a future self, future version of yourself. As a reminder, there's no school on Wednesday for you because that's the senior graduation. And then you're expected to just keep working on that letter to yourself that we're starting today. And then basically the remainder of the time is dedicated to working on one of at least 2 those reassessment assignments. And just as a reminder, on Friday during 4th period, we are scheduled to have a fire drill. I know that doesn't impact our class, but it's just something good to keep in mind. All right, so taking a look at this letter to yourself, and if you read the directions at the top with me, right, now that you've made it to the end of your sophomore year, you're at the halfway point of high school. You're going to write a letter to yourself 2 years in the future as a senior in high school. The letter should incorporate how you're feeling about yourself now, hopes you have for yourself in the next 2 years, struggle you anticipate, and you want to use what you've learned up to this point to inform where you're going. You'll notice that underneath that, there's this brainstorming section that has a whole bunch of questions. It says, review the questions below, highlight 4 to 5 of them. That's what you have your 4 highlighter colors for. And then basically figure out like which of these questions would it make more sense for you, or would it be enjoyable for you to kind of respond to. You're not going to write a response on the backside of the sheet of paper. That's like the official place you're going to write the letter. I'm going to ask the substitute to hand out some spare paper for you. You can kind of like draft on there first, and then your final product will be what you produce on the backside of this. Just reiterating and going over these, right? You're picking 4 to 5 of these brainstorming things. I'll give you some brainstorming paper. Then you're going to write your actual letter on the back of this assignment. And if you need more paper, don't worry about it. We can get you that. There is no chance for revising this assignment. So you need to make sure that you ensure that what you're turning in is legible, right? I should be able to read it. And that your letter doesn't contain grammatical errors, right? You should be capitalizing the first letter of the first word of each sentence, putting periods at the end of your sentences, etc. And I will be collecting that from you physically on Friday. Again, I would say like use the 4 different colors to kind of figure out what are the 4 separate questions you want to reflect on. Use that in your brainstorming. And then what I will be able to do is when I read your letter that you're writing on the backside of that sheet of paper, I should be able to clearly see your answer to whatever you highlighted in yellow and whatever you highlighted in green, and purple and blue, whatever the case may be. It's just a way for me to figure out that, this is something you're working towards. For that brainstorming part, it's okay to write in fragments or like just put together some kind of quick outline or brainstorming. It's not the actual letter part, right? That is on the back where it says here, right? Approximately 1 loose leaf page, right? The back side of that sheet of paper. To get full credit, you should make sure that you're demonstrating effort, reflection, and specificity and address a minimum of 4 of those brainstorming questions. You could always write about more of that if you'd like. Again, using the highlighters will help you keep on track. Make sure you didn't leave something behind. Watch your spelling, punctuation, and formatting so that you're sure that what you turn in is your best possible product. Move to here. Right. These are those steps to success, and I'm going to ask the substitute to kind of leave this screen up on the board while you work after you're done finishing this video. If you have any questions about anything, please make sure that you email me as soon as possible. That way I can get back to you as quickly as possible. And again, if you haven't finished the slides from last week, make sure that you do that as well. If you are finished with your letter, you could also be using your time to work on that common writing task number 1 reassessment. Again, if you have any questions about those, please just send me an email and I'll get back to you as quickly as I can. And that's it. So again, please focus on the letter, focus on your slides from last week if you didn't do that. I'll be collecting that letter from you at the end of class on Friday, and I will be available Tuesday as well as Thursday during lunch for office hours if anyone has any questions or needs any help. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.